When we first were married, I was teaching, and we were just busy all the time. I was teaching and coaching, and the kids were growing up, and it was just kind of a rat race for us, and it was, hard at first. And then gradually we moved from one school to another school, and it seems like each time we would find friends who were godly people, good friends, and we were able to be involved in Bible studies, and the churches that we were in were really good. Every place we've gone, we can see where God has been maybe leading us or putting us in a position where we were able to find friends that had like ideas or loved the Lord, and we grew together.
We had our kids bang, 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 bang. And so when he was coaching, I was home with the kids a lot. And so that was my life at that time. And then we had a friend there, and she called me one day and she said, I don't care where you go, but you're leaving your house today and I'm taking care of your kids. She said, I don't care if you go sit in a park, if you go get groceries, but she said, you need to get out. And so then again, how God used people at a time in our life where he was junior varsity coach for basketball, and basketball's a long season, but he had to go to all the JV games, had to go to all the varsity games, late practices, and so it put a little strain on our marriage for a while. But then as the kids grew up, I'd send the boys along with him to practice, and that would give me a breather.
We really like to follow our grandkids, go to ball games, just watch them and be close to them. We pray for them. We have been blessed in the fact that we feel like they're all walking with the Lord, and that's has been a real blessing for us. We like to travel together. We've done a lot of that. We've kind of set a goal that we'd like to someday go to the Holy Land.
We do have a schedule in the morning. He goes and walks. He's up to 2 miles a day, so we're thankful for that. And then we have a devotion together, and we spend time looking up the verses and talking about them and stuff. And then we play cards. And I won this morning. We've gone on lots of family vacations. We did that, probably started in 1999, and we've offered it to all the families every summer, and whoever can go goes. And it's just been a great time, and it's where the cousins have really gotten to know each other, become good friends. I see my children and their spouses become the best of friends, and how God has put those people in our family, that the son-in-laws both love to fish, they both love to hunt, and Tim and Dave like to golf, and the girls just like to talk and shop, and so everybody gets along so well that, when you have the holidays, I stand in the kitchen and I'm just amazed at all the chattering that's going on, but how much they love each other. And I think that too is a blessing that God has given us.
Yeah, we prayed for our kids that they would have godly spouses, and we have really seen a blessing there. I mean, we just, their spouses are walking with the Lord, their kids are being led properly by their moms and dads.
I'd say the last year was the toughest time in our life, and that was when Gary had to go in and have surgery. The situation at the hospital was difficult. Because of COVID, we couldn't go in, and I couldn't be with him. But then when we got home, he just had withdrawn. He was so tired and he was so weak, and they had put a lot of restrictions on him. He couldn't even lift the recliner level to relax in the chair. And I just saw him, not the Gary that I knew, and that was so unlike him. So that was very stressful for me. And but I had a good example from my mother. My dad suffered from depression often and had to be put in the hospital, and they would tranquilize him and he would just sleep, and my mom never left his side. And when I went into a doctor's appointment there, the doctor said to me, your mother is a woman of faith. And I thought, no, it's my dad that always people talk about his faith. And then he said, your mother sat by your dad's side and never left him. And she stayed strong through all of that, and so that was just very meaningful to me.
play golf together.
I want to say something about the golf. He's a very good golfer. I'm a very terrible golfer, and so I never really wanted to go out there because I felt like it was boring for him. And then I realized one day that all he wanted me to do was to go along with him. And so when I go out with him, he'll just marvel at my shots, and they're so poor. And he'll just encourage me. You really did good. You kept your head down that time. And I just realized it didn't matter to him that I wasn't good at it. He just likes me to be with him, and so that's been great.
That's a fact.
Again, God has blessed us along the way, and it's been a wonderful life.